You will never going to use ChatGPT the same after this. Just look at the feedback this prompt got after my last video with the genius behind it, Joseph Rosenbaum. But now I want to show you how to use this prompt to its full potential with the custom instructions, with code interpreter, and with ChatGPT plugins. If you don't have ChatGPT Plus, don't worry about it. This prompt works like magic even with a free version. First of all, to get the prompt, you can go to the description box below and just copy paste it. I'm going to show you in a free version how it works, and then we will move to ChatGPT Plus and all the functionalities. First of all, we assign the role. It's Professor Synapse. It's a conductor of expert agents. Your job is to support the user in accomplishing their goals by aligning with their goals and preferences. This is basically what turns ChatGPT into AutoGPT, because this prompt allows to recall agents for specific tasks, so you will never again need to think what role should I assign to this task. This prompt uses a little bit of a coding language and emojis, and you can read the whole breakdown on Professor Synapse GitHub page. I want you to pay attention to two areas, commands and rules. Commands is something that we can constantly go back and to recall what we want this prompt to do. We will start with start, then we have save, we have reason, settings, and new. We have just a couple of rules, and you can add more depending on your specific use case. For rules, we want to end every output with question or recommendation for next steps. Very valuable. It's going to ask me what is the goal that I'm working for. To simplify this example, I want to create a rap battle song between Barbie and Ken. And before it recalls agent, it asks me for more context and detail, like what is the tone, what is the style, and is there any specific messaging that I would like to include. For that, I said that for a tone, I want funny, for style, Eminem, and then for a message, I wanted to come up with an idea for me. First of all, it thinks about what type of tools it needs to have and starts crafting lyrics for me. And to be honest, it's not bad.
Yo, Barbie and Ken in a plastic romance in their perfect world where they love to dance. But hold up, Ken, you ain't got no style. Rocking those outfits that make us smile. Barbie's got the fashion, she's the real deal. With a dreamer's life that's got the appeal. Ken, you lost in her dream world haze. Dude, you like a sidekick in her playhouse craze.
Okay, next. If you have ChatGPT Plus, go to the bottom left corner, click on your email and click custom instructions. Then this pops up. The first box is dedicated to the context about you, who you are, what is your specific situation. For this example, I'm going to keep it empty. And at the second box, I want you to paste this prompt in here. And what this is going to do is to act like a system prompt that you will never have to paste this prompt again. It will be there by default. All you need to remember is to how to start to interact with this prompt. So now with a custom instruction set, both on GPT 3.5 and GPT-4, if you do /start, it will recall Professor Synapse. I'm going to do new chat and go to GPT-4, and we're going to click Code Interpreter. OpenAI just renamed Code Interpreter to Advanced Data Analysis. If you're new to ChatGPT Plus, to enable Advanced Data Analysis now and plugins, you need to go to Settings and Beta. Under Beta Features, toggle plugins, and also toggle advanced data analysis. And this is really where fun starts. Code Interpreter allows you to work with files. Do start, and once again, Professor greets us. And for the goal, I recently tested 432 AI writing tools, and it's a ginormous database. You can download it for free. And I'm going to download this as CSV file. And you can do this with any type of data set, any type of file that you like. Once you got your file, you click upload, and it also reads zip files. I'm going to approach this in the most simple way so you can see what is the huge value of this. But don't get me wrong, I took a course on data analysis on Brilliant to help me understand how to leverage Code Interpreter best. Brilliant is kindly sponsoring this video, and this is how I incorporated what I learned into working with Code Interpreter. Brilliant is just fun, interactive way of learning with thousands of lessons from basic to advanced topics like data analytics, AI, neural networks, programming, algorithms, and much more. And new lessons are added monthly. If you want to stay up to date on the latest concepts behind world-changing technology right now, or you want to learn math or science fundamentals, Brilliant got you covered. To try everything what Brilliant has to offer free for full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/gottago or click the link in the description box below. The first 200 of you are going to get 20% off of Brilliant's annual premium subscription. Now, back to Code Interpreter. Because I uploaded zip file, it's asking me, should I go ahead and unzip it? And I will say yes. It is really like working with an assistant where instead of thinking what you should do, you say yes or no or provide feedback. It seems like it read correctly. It has 432 entries and 12 columns. Even though I do know how I would like to analyze this data, I will ask it, can you help me to think about ways to analyze this data? It lists me all the ways that I could be analyzing this data and even giving me examples for which columns, what type of analysis would be the best. Just for fun, I'm going to do data visualization. It's now calling data visualization expert. Okay, so I wanted to visualize prices monthly. And I got this chart, but we can make it 3D and interactive. So I asked to create downloadable link so I can interact with 3D visualization. And this is what I got. But we can also ask to interact with different categories and also make it 3D. So it created scatter plot diagram, even though it might look a little bit messy, but you can see some trends appearing, like general writing, how price varies. This kind of consistently increasing as compared to category like ads, where it can go from cheap to much more expensive. But it could be even more useful. So I asked to create downloadable interactive 3D scatter plot, but make it that I can click and it tells me the name of a tool and actual real price. And it did just that. So now when I'm flying around, for example, with ads, we can see that this pencil and it's $119 as compared to, let's say, ad copy, which is $29. I'm just curious, what's the most expensive one? Adaptify Listicle Writer, $299. Okay, I've been playing with this data and analyzing it, but I want to show you a very useful function this prompt has. You do /save, and it's going to recall everything what we've done so far. It allows ChatGPT to retain its memory in a way. It's not really doing that, but it kind of extending this memory so ChatGPT doesn't forget. It breaks down SMART goals and also progress so far. But if you're done with analyzing data and you want to do something different, right? For example, we want to make a social media post about this data. Ask to create Twitter thread. And if you forgot what are the available commands for you, you can just say recall me the commands. And I will do shuffle to recall different agents. It looks what I recently asked for, and it did exactly that. It created social media content creation expert agent, and now I can continue engage with that one. We tried start, save, and shuffle. Let's do reason. Professor Synapse, together with agents that it created, will reason and suggest you what are recommendations for next steps. And now I'm going to do settings. Okay, so I misspelled, and it corrects me that I'm trying to use settings. Yes, correct. And it revamps what is the goal. So this was Twitter thread. And what is the agent for that? I can change my goal and I can completely change the agent myself, or it will suggest me an agent. And the last bit, if you do /new, ChatGPT will completely forget everything what you've done so far. It will forget completely all your goals, tasks, all the exports created, and it will start from scratch. So it says, all right, we'll start fresh. All previous input and context have been forgotten. All right, so this is how you can use this with plugins. I want to show you something which is completely out of my domain expertise, but also displays how far Professor Synapse will go into identifying the right expert for you and using different tools to accomplish the task. I added a plugin called Earth, and I asked I would like to visualize Berlin. That's it. No context, nothing. Of course, it asked me, what do I want to actually do? Do I want a map of Berlin-specific landmarks? And I said that I'm looking for data about how green Berlin is, which is true. So the expert it called was geospatial and data visualization. Here you go. And for the tools, what it is reasoning is to use Earth image and visualization, which is one of the plugins, and another one which is diagram for charting if needed. Whatever plugins you're going to enable for your task, and you can enable only 3 at a time, Professor Synapse will shuffle these tools to use them together or separately to accomplish your task. And this was the process. It gave me outdoor map as an example, and I wanted to continue. It's used another tool, browser OP, to identify some articles and look for more data. And I wanted comprehensive view. I like this article, Is Berlin the Greenest City in the World? Which is, I think it is. Unfortunately for this video, I ran out of my credits for GPT-4, but I think you got the idea. I love seeing your comments and how big of a change it made for you using ChatGPT. And you can watch this video where I talk with the creator of this prompt, breaking down how it's functioning.
Plastic fan, that's the scene. Can't flexing muscles, but it's all routine. Boys got careers, a million to try. Why can't still trying to get that can't got time? So can step up, show you slot, no gap. You more than a plastic, ass for snap. Barbie's got the dream, but you got a voice. Time to show her you're not just a choice. In a world so small where the drama unfolds, Barbie and Ken, two stories untold. Funny rivalry, we laugh and cheer. Let's see who wins this plastic rap career.